Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about some battles between the senators and judges in the kind of endgame of Biden's tenure as the administration tries to get some final nominees confirmed to the bench. Now, this is a sort of standard feature every end of a presidential administration. Here, there's been a whole lot of focus really on both sides. People on the left saying that Schumer and the Democratic leadership and the White House haven't been forceful enough to try to shove through everyone. People on the right saying that the members of the Senate Judiciary Committee have been too capitulating. But in any event, they've worked out a kind of compromise, and some are going to go through, many are not going to go through. But now we have the federal judges in on the game because there are a couple Court of Appeals judges from the Fourth Circuit and the Sixth Circuit and a couple district court judges who had indicated they wanted to retire and therefore create a vacancy. But now when that vacancy would be filled by Donald Trump, I guess they were expecting Kamala Harris to win. They don't want their successor to be appointed by Trump, and so they're stepping away. One in particular, a circuit court judge named James Wynn, he said he was going to take senior status. And senior status, by the way, is a nice feature. You can, as a judge, take it. Your compensation can't be diminished. That's a constitutional requirement. And you can sort of pick or choose what you do. You can help out. There's been justices who took senior status and sat on the Court of Appeals, for example. Justice Souter, I believe, did that. Anyway, but that creates a vacancy on the court. So that's what Wynn was going to do. And then that vacancy would have gone to Trump. And he said, actually, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to go senior status. Well, the senator, especially the senator from his home state, there used to be a rule that Republicans got rid of that if the senator from the home state didn't approve of a Court of Appeals judge, they wouldn't go through. Now that's not the case. It's only for district courts. Anyway, Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina is fit to be tied, that James Wynn has backed away. In very strong words, he calls Wynn's decision a slap in the face. Judge Wynn's brazenly partisan decision to rescind the retirement is an unprecedented move that demonstrates some judges are nothing more than politicians in robes. Hard-hitting stuff, but it really misses the mark because there's nothing unprecedented about it at all. It's in fact very precedented and routine for judges to decide when to retire or take senior status, and even to change their minds depending on how things go in a particular election. So, Tillis is breathing fire, but it's pretty straightforward. And more importantly, to the great frustration and chagrin of senators who have normally quite a lot of power over who gets on the bench, really there's nothing you can do about it. They don't have a lot of power about who leaves the bench. That really is up to the individual judge or justice. So you've got this drama playing out with a handful of judges. They will not take senior status. They'll try to hang in there at least 4 more years. And the same thing will happen the next time a party is changing office. But you do have a sort of manifestation of the aggressiveness of the Republicans in the Senate, and maybe that suggests some pretty tough hardball going forward on nominations and any kinds of arrangements with Democrats, which had been more or less routine in the past. Certain states, you've got a Democratic senator, a Republican senator, they cut a deal when the Republicans in the White House it'll be 2-1 on your side, and the other time it'll be 2-1 on mine. That sort of stuff requires cooperation between parties, and that's been in very short supply and dwindling all the more with Trump coming in. So anyway, those 6 judges, they'll stay active. They won't have vacancies, but in general, the Dems and Republicans in the Senate worked it out so Biden gets one kind of last round of nominees, but not everyone. And the table is set for Donald Trump to come in and start seating the judiciary with his kind of judges. And at least he's indicated a good example of that might be somebody like Eileen Cannon, someone, in other words, who, as for his executive branch nominees, looks first and foremost to the principle of loyalty to the president that appointed them. So it remains to be seen what kind of judges Trump will favor us with in his second tenure, but there's reason to be pretty damn concerned about it. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.